No.
You what?
Hi. So I'm an old man who's been reading Tower of God since it came out like a decade ago. And you can imagine that as someone who's been reading it, I was super excited for the anime to come out. But as we all know, the anime had some issues, but one of them is a cardinal sin in my book, which is that they changed a key weapon and made it worse. Now, why Black March is worse in the anime is another video altogether, but the main thing you need to know is that it had unique qualities to it that were completely stripped away from it in the anime version, and that got me mad. So in my nerd rage, I decided that I was going to make Black March, and I'm going to show you a comparison between the anime and the manhwa version so you can see what they look like and what I'm going for with this build. The plan was super simple. Black March in the manhwa has two parts, a needle and a handle. I was going to take a PVC pipe, pour resin into the PVC pipe, and I was going to make the handle out of some rectangular shaped form of resin and then put them together. That simple. I thought it would be that simple. This is going to be the first of many resin weapon videos on the channel, so if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe so I can keep them coming. And without further ado, let's see how well I did on making Black March with resin. So we got resin. Again, we got resin. We got resin. We got our pigment here, the Black Diamond. No, that's the company. It's also called Black Diamond. Black Diamond from Black Diamond pigment here. Then we got the pipe we're going to use. We got the drill we're going to use. There, I got the funnel. I have files to file this down. Tape to seal everything down. We got Frank's Gives Good Gloving Gloves to seal my hands. We have a heat gun, because I thought it'd be cool to have a heat gun. We got the measuring cups. These are nice. We got a plastic sheet for the table, because we just got this table, and I don't want to be responsible for that. And we have mixing sticks. And then we got him. And we got a silicone mold for the handle. That's what we have. I don't care anymore. This is what we have. Alright, so what you're seeing here is me taping the ends of the PVC pipe so it doesn't leak when I pour the resin. The tape being used here is a Tyvek tape, and it's specifically made so it won't stick to the resin, so it won't be an issue once I pour it. Thank God, because that's one issue I didn't have to deal with. I am gluing caps on the end, but I don't know why. So what you're about to see here is the absolute worst way to check how much liquid you need for your mold. I feel like this video is mostly going to be you doing all the complicated shit.
Rookie mistake number 7 is thinking you can use water. Water and resin don't go together.
Use the same one and I dry it thoroughly. I could just dry it thoroughly. Yeah.
Don't get water anywhere near your projects, whether you're cleaning your mold, whether you're cleaning your bucket, whether you're cleaning your tools.
Oh, that was don't
Whether you're cleaning your mold.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I think almost good. No, it's not. It's not going to go. Sorry. I don't even know if it can get darker at one point. Probably not.
Let's find out.
Oops. That. Okay. Okay. God damn it.
A few minutes later.
Goodbye to you. It's not Getsu. Why am I? What? Zangetsu. Bye. We're gonna start. We're good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it already? It's already overflowing.
I'm not sure it's draining.
Yeah, just aim it down a bit. We'll level it off after.
Beginner mistake number 8, not having a level mold when you pour. And there is nothing worse than pouring from one end and then watching it just shoot out the end on the other side.
This is easier. We fill this one. So this should get rid of bubbles.
That's far.
It is actually pretty gorgeous.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for dumping the whole canister. So the reason why we're using a heat gun here is to get rid of any bubbles that might be in the resin, so it's as smooth as possible. So if I shave it down, there's not going to be random air pockets that ruin the look of the resin. I think we did it. I think we did it. Damn.
We'll have to wait a bit to find out.
Ooh. First concern. When I was sleeping, I heard crackling in the living room where this was, and it kept me up. I wasn't sure if I made a pipe bomb or not. Second concern is that we had some drippage on the side here, and I can see that on one side it looks like just black with a little bit of sparkly, and the other side looks like a party. Like,
That's not bad.
I'm concerned that one half of this is going to be black like what I see here, and one half is going to be a disco show. And I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but we'll find out. Okay, so it's separating well. That means the tape did its job. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay.
Yeah. Slide it out.
Okay, it's not so bad. From what I can see, it's not so bad. Well, that tape. So the tape, the idea of putting the tape at the bottom was that it would stop this from showing up, and I failed that part miserably.
Oh.
Oh, it actually worked.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Mostly worked. Somehow it
It's
got between, yeah. Okay. I can live with that. It looks like an ingot.
Yeah.
That's death. Shit. So we ended up breaking the first part of the needle when we tried opening it. So here's a whole bunch of ways that are completely unsafe to try and open her up. I don't advise anybody do this. This is some best friend trust going on here. But then we ended up with a pretty safe method, which was to stick a knife or screwdriver into the opening on the top and then pry it open slowly. And that ended up giving us the best results, which in the end will result in us finally getting the needle out. It took us 3 hours to do this, but it was worth it in the end. Fucking Christ. Okay. I'm gonna need you to kill that music for 2 seconds.
Wait, put it back in and we'll slide
No,
it.
it's happening.
Yeah!
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. This is a good size.
Yep.
I was gonna cut, I specifically made it longer in case something happened. So. And these are all the pieces we ended up with. We have the main shaft, the block, the broken piece, and all the little sparkly bits. So one of the ends of the needle didn't end up having a lot of filling in it, so I had to fill it in again. The other end of the needle was going to go into the handle, so this was going to be the part where it would shave down and actually be the tip. So I needed it to have more resin in it so that I could shape it properly. So here I am shaping down the rough edges on the handle of Black March. The original Black March has a rectangular handle and it looks kind of jagged, but that's not comfortable to the hand. So here I am using files to make it softer on the hand so you can actually hold it and it feels decently. When I was younger I did like some soapstone work and we use these type of things, so this came to mind when it came to shaping resin. I'm going to try and use this as much as possible, but sometimes they need mechanical tools. But for something simple like this, hand tools work just fine. And here's a perfect example of a place where hand tools would not have been suitable. Using the rotary tool is much better. Using the hand filing would have taken forever, while this right here, I can just shave it down. As you can see, I just take the tool to it, aim it, and let it do all the work. So that was perfect for me. I'm also new to using the rotary tool, so if you have any advice on how to use this thing, please let me know. I'm kind of guessing which wheels to use and when to use what, so any advice would be great. Write it down in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. So after at least an hour of using the rotary tool, we now have a tip. It's not perfect, but I think that's as good as I'm going to get it, at least for today. And if I sand it, it won't catch. Here I'm trying to make a paper guide for the size of the needle so I can make a hole into the handle. I'm going to make this, cut it out, and then put it on top of the handle. And here I am drilling the hole into the handle, but I went through so many different bits. Once again, if you have an idea of some tips or tricks for this tool, please let me know. So to get rid of all the scratches and to make the resin look pretty, what I have to do is sand down the resin. I have wet sanding paper here that goes up to 3000 grit, and the goal was to go up to 3000 grit. I really took my time with this. I was told not to rush the sanding process, so you'll see me sanding here at a high speed because it took me at least an hour or two to get every side of this block here. I'll let you listen in a bit for some ASMR if that's what you're into. So I reached a problem. I sanded down to 1500 grit and I still had marks on my work. So for example, we have stuff like this. You can see it up close. There's still scratch marks from the saw that we used. I have this. There. Yeah, there you go. And I have this baby. This side had similar marks to it, but then I purchased one of these and I took it to the side and it eliminated the issue. So now I'm going to do the other sides. Hopefully that cleans it up, and then I have to resand it. Oh, okay, the top two. This needs work too. Yeah, hopefully that'll fix the big issues, and then I can resand it all the way down to 1500 and then eventually 3000, and it'll be super smooth. Because whatever I did that didn't have marks is beautiful. So I'm gonna do that now. finally, we enter the polishing phase. Now that it's all sanded and everything's smooth, now I want it to really pop even more. I'm going to give a polish, a gloss. That's the goal of the polishing phase here. So here I'm using turtle wax. I saw some people use it for resin, and I thought, oh, that's easy to get and that should work, and why not? But I found that because I went to 3000 grit, I might have scratched the resin after the fact when using this turtle wax, because it's maybe a lower grit than 3000 grit, I guess. So if you guys have any hints or any tips on what I should use to polish these weapons when I'm done, please let me know, because I want to improve my polishing process, because here you can see the scratches a little bit. Those were from other things, but on the side here you can see little micro scratches that weren't there before I polished. It was crystal clear before I polished. So if you have, like, that's a perfect example. So if you have any advice, please let me know down below. And after all that work, this is what we ended up with. In the end, I'm pretty happy with the result. I'm really happy with the shape that I got out of it. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get a perfect shape for Black March, but it looks like the one in the manhwa. And I'm really happy with the handle, because it actually feels really good in the hand and looks like the real thing. Now, what I'm not happy with is the long line or crack that goes down the whole thing, down the spine, because of the pipe. I'm not happy with the bubbles that I also have in the PVC pipe. I'm not happy with using the PVC pipe. It was a big hassle to get out. And then also the minor scratches that came from the polishing. Even with all the problems that happened, I really had a lot of fun making Black March, so I'm going to keep making resin weapons. If you like and follow, you'll definitely see more content like this. In 2 weeks is when the next one will come out. Anybody who likes manhwas will like the next one that's coming out. That's the only hint I'm going to give. But I hope that you follow, because it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks.